So Andrew Wilson, of course, but brilliant orator. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say an orator, but brilliant debater. Um, but he just doesn't get it when it comes to relationships. He just doesn't get it. He over relies on facts. Well, not facts. He over relies on statistics. And you gotta really listen to him intensely. You gotta parse his words really well to see that some of the stuff that he says is just not true. So this particular video is from Michael Sartan. He's got 189K subscribers. Check him out. Cool guy. He's ex Marine like me, so it is what it is. But it's going to be a two-part video that I'm gonna, because I don't want to make the videos too long. But without further ado, let's get it. So what they have to say about this.
Yeah, was so pervasive and happened so quickly that these guys who are in the clergy can't keep up. Could it be that the software update, societal software update of social media was so pervasive and happened so quickly that these guys who are in the clergy can't keep up? Could that be part of where this gullibility comes from?
I mean, we've had that software update for 15 years.
Yeah.
It's like, I think you need to get to the party at some point.
I'm saying I still talk to guys. Again, if you're in the clergy, let's say you're you're a Protestant and you're married, or you're Catholic and you're not married, or whatever, but you not really participated in the dating lifestyle over the last 15 years and seen how much, because it truly is, they're addicted to their phone. Like, that's not an exaggeration.
Yeah,
it's like beautiful women. You're going on a date with them, and they don't think it's that big of a deal that they've been on their phone the entire time. And I talk to clients constantly, and they're dealing with this. And I feel like maybe that is something that's happened so fast, because whenever I hear, when we talk about before, when we talk about Matt Walsh talking about dating and marriage, it's like, it's very clear to me. It's like, you got married before the software update. It's sometimes PBD, the same thing. When PBD talks to Adam Sosnick, it's like, no, Patrick, you got married before this whole thing happened. And so I don't think that maybe naturally get it.
A lot of that conflict that.
Very great point. Great point. I remember that video, and it so rubbed me the wrong way. The way PBD chastised Adam on the show. All these guys, they just don't get it. That's such a, ooh, I really like that though. That is such a great way to break it down. You got married before the software update. These women today are totally different. They're different. And what happens is, even though you got married before the software update, if your wife is friends with a woman whose software has been updated, she will be upgraded as well. And not for the better either. Really good way to say it. I like that.
That comes from the lacking of the software update is seeing what I think one of the reasons why like those guys don't want to talk to me. They don't. Matt Walsh damn well knows who my name is, right?
Yeah.
He knows who Jim Sexton is. He's had him sit across the table from him and has had those conversations about divorce. So if I do that and I go out there and I just give them law data, like we're saying, yeah, that's what the red pill is about. It's a praxeology. You can use it for good or for evil, right? Same thing that Jim Sexton is doing. He's just giving you divorce statistics. If you ask him for his opinion on like, well, don't you believe in love? Yeah, he'll tell you. In between him telling you these are the divorce stats and all this other stuff that's going on there. I think what happens is when you have that sort of empirical data that goes on there, you can't tell people facts without telling them how to feel about those facts. If you don't, they will assert or infer their own meaning. So
I use that quote all the time, but just so you know, I credit you with it. I say there's one thing about Rollo, he always gets right.
Well, but the thing is like when somebody is so ego invested in those beliefs and we give them that raw data that may or may not like conflict with that, but it's something that sort of makes them think of a question, the questions they have to ask that they are uncomfortable answering.
Yeah.
And when that question or that conversation is not only a challenge to their belief set, but it's also a challenge to their revenue stream too, because they've built a brand on an alleged.
Quick observation. You see this Rolo guy? This dude is over 60 years old. He's over 60 years old. And he's in fantastic shape. Just look at the way he looks. He's not a great looking guy in the face. He's just not. It is what it is. That's no judgment, but it is what it is. I'm just saying. Just take a look at the way he looks, boys. To every woman, he does not represent the past. I'm going to say it again just so it can beat it through your head because you're stubborn. You don't want to listen. He has not let himself go. You see his chain. He's not ashamed of his body. And look at his hat. He still looks like he plays the field. He has been married for over 20 years, I believe. Yeah, over 20, no, I want to say over close to 30 years, right? Between 25 and 30 years. What's the magic? That right there. That right there. You want to give yourself a decent chance at your marriage lasting? You need to represent the outside world. Okay, let me put it to you in this way. You never ever want to put yourself in a position where your wife thinks she's missing something outside. That's what he's doing right. Whatever is outside, I got it, baby. Right here for you. And he's in the 60s. Now he might be taking steroids. I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. No. Steroids just doesn't do this. He still works out. He might take HGH, whatever the fuck. I don't know. But he's still in shape. His face isn't puffy. See that? You need to represent that. When his wife looks at him every day, she still feels that, you know what? Yeah, I think he can still get it. Like, no problem. I think he can still get it. That's the problem with some of you guys in your marriages. You become a nice man. You become the nice guy. Women don't want that shit. They don't want it. They won't tell you, but look at what they respond to. They don't want it. They don't want it. Comprendes? ¿Entiendes?
20 years ago, I was making about 15, 17 bucks an hour, right? And I was doing like mediocre jobs and stuff like that, right? And some of you guys still are. And guys, I know for a lot of you guys, it could lead to your marriage like dissolving because you don't have the financial wherewithal to provide for your family. Been there, done that, right? So it is what it is, right? But luckily for me, I took a course, I want to say about 15 years ago, and it changed my life, right? Because of that, I'm able to live here, right? Outside of the United States, I'm making United States dollars, and I'm living outside the United States, so you know that money is going to flow a lot further. So, guys, the name of our website is clouduniversity.com. Take a look at it, and what you want to do is you want to click on the link below, and you want to go to the AWS course and the Oracle DBA course. That's where you want to go. Right? This changed my life. We can teach you how to make between 80 to 100 and between 100 and 120 dollars an hour, give or take, right? Within about 3 months, right? All you got to do is just be dedicated and be focused, right? So if that appeals to you, like click on the link below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.
So, all right, fellas. So a lot of you guys have asked me how I'm able to live on the beach and work remotely and get and make your salaries. It's real simple. Go to clouduniversity.com. This is the site, right? Clouduniversity.com. And then what you want to do is you want to click on this guy, the Ultimate 200K AWS Oracle course, right? And in this course, you guys can see the price there. And in this course, you guys can see all the things that we're going to teach you guys. All right, it's a bunch. It's so much work. It's a lot of videos. a lot of lecture series. You can see this, and there's also courses on this side, right? So we teach you 12C, 12C data guard, 12C Golden Gate. You got to know these things. Even if you just know this just as basic class, this right here will make you, I don't know, $100,000 easy. That's $50 an hour. Actually, $104,000 a year. Right? Once you start adding Iraq, you start adding data guard, now you're moving to 120. When you add Golden Gate, now you're on 150K per year. Easy, right? The other courses that will teach you backup and all that good stuff, but you do have to take the time to learn it. But all this can be achieved in 3 months. It happened for me, and it can happen for you. Take the course, register, just go to clouduniversity.com, right? You guys know me already. I've been on YouTube teaching for years. All these have been subject matters, right? So you guys know me. I don't need to belabor that point. But go ahead and go to clouduniversity.com, and you want to click on the AWS course, right? And then you want to register, and then what we do is we'll ship out your laptop and everything, and then you go from there. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.
This, and my wife will laugh too as she's bringing me my coffee in the morning. He says on Twitter, you know what? Sewing Circle Christians, you want to know the best advice you can give other women, right? Fuck your husband, right? Best advice you could give, right? And so I look at this and I always laugh because while a sermon in a traditional church will not say those words, they won't say go home and fuck your husband. They will sit down and say to deprive one, right? When you're one flesh, to deprive one the other, right, is doing not just a great disservice to them, but to you. And they will say, and is keeping yourself attractive to your spouse and things like that, that's important as part of that not depriving. They really do actually focus on intersexual dynamics and the reinforcement behind it. And it really helps a lot of people, right? And what does secularists have? Well, they have a psychologist who's a woman every time, right? She's a woman every time. She's usually in her early 20s. She doesn't know shit about shit. And these older married couples are coming in saying, we're having serious problems. We've been married 10 years. He's fat, right? And I'm fat. And we're not attracted to each other anymore. We don't know what to do. And they give you some self-help guru over-psychologizing bullshit that means nothing, right? And inside the church, the authority and the community is helping you with this, right? They're like, well, hey, Greg, you do a lot of fitness stuff. Do you think you could help Chuck with this? So now Greg's helping Chuck get fit. The women will come around and they'll say, hey, you can cook better food. Here's some great recipes.
This dude is truly lost in the sauce. He doesn't get it. By the time you let yourself go to the point where you're fat and your spouse finds you unattractive, it's too late. These chicks, these dudes, they ain't got all day there. The temptation that's out there in these streets is too great for these women and men. It's just too great. They ain't got all day for you to get your shit together. And there's no guarantee that you are going to get your shit together. Women don't work out, period. If they don't work out, they're just not going to work. It is what it is. It is what it is. They're not changing it, dog. You think you're going to find a woman that's going to dedicate herself, get 3 hours a day in the gym? What are you, nuts? Have you been to the gym and seen Black women actually running on the chair? They're not doing that. I've never, till this day, I've never seen a Black woman running in the gym. I've seen my ex-girlfriend, she's a doctor now. She used to do it. But after a while, she stopped doing that and just started doing the stairs. Over here where I live, they work out, and they're not Black. They work out. They work. Women over here work out. They don't play no games. And this dude keeps talking about the authority in church. Women don't have no authority, period. When they go home, Bryce, between you and her, she's not listening to no pastor. She's not listening to no church. She's just not. This is why I say you can read all the stats all you want, bro. It doesn't tell you everything. It just doesn't. Maybe they haven't filed for divorce, but they might as well have just been divorced. Maybe they live separate lives. Maybe she's having sex with other people, he's having it, but they just haven't filed on paper. And these are church women. Well, my ex-wives went to church. They confessed Jesus Christ and said, Lord. They still divorced me. I mean, shit didn't mean shit. Didn't mean anything. Nothing. No authority, no, is going to tell them different. You know why? Because the temptation of the streets far surpasses any kind of shame they will ever endure in the church. I don't care. The temptation is just too great for them. Too great. This is why I know that this guy doesn't have a clue. He thinks church is the answer. And I'm here to tell you, it's not the answer. I know all about church girls, but believe me, they have earned their reputation to make no mistake, boys. And this is sad and unfortunate. Unless you truly vet a woman that truly fears God, I mean truly fears God. I mean, she will live with you under a bridge. True, bro. You're not. Where are you gonna find that at? Where are you gonna find that at? Do they exist? Sure, but you're gonna have to dig long. This is why I tell you guys: never lead with your pocket. This is what I mean. Still drive a Honda Civic, 2007. It's for a reason. If you can hang with me now, oh, okay, we can do things. My broke down Honda Civic, and I love my Honda Civic. Don't give me no problems. If you can hang with me when I have a Honda Civic, of course you can hang with me when I have my Lambo or whatever. It is what it is. Guys, let me know what you think. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. This is the part one of this video. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.